Once you've caught the old thought and tested it, the next step is to replace it. And this is where the truth-based part really matters. We're not trying to invent some ridiculous affirmation that sounds good but isn't actually true. We're not going from, I can't do this, to, I'm an unstoppable force of unlimited potential and everything I touch turns to gold. Come on. If you don't believe the sentence, you're not going to use it when life actually gets hard. The replacement needs to be honest. It needs to be grounded in Scripture. And it needs to be short enough that you can actually remember it when you're tired, frustrated, afraid, or tempted to quit. Maybe your old thought is, I can't keep doing this. Galatians chapter 6 verse 9 says, let us not grow weary in well-doing, for in due time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. So your new thought might simply be, this is hard, but I won't grow weary or give up. That's it. You don't need a paragraph. You need something you can actually say to yourself in the moment. Maybe the old thought is, I'm a failure. Proverbs chapter 24 verse 16 says, for though a righteous man may fall 7 times, he still gets up. So instead, I fail, but I can get back up. Notice we're not denying the failure. We're refusing to turn the failure into an identity. Maybe your thought is one I hear in my own head all the time. I'm too exhausted. Jesus says in Matthew chapter 11, verse 28, come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. So maybe the replacement is, I'm weary, but Christ gives me rest. And I like that one because it doesn't automatically mean stop pushing immediately. Sometimes it means finish the responsibility in front of you. Sometimes it means go to bed. The point is that exhaustion doesn't get to make the decision by itself. Maybe your thought is, I can't do this. James chapter 1 verse 5 says, now if any of you lacks wisdom, he should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to him. So instead of, I can't do this, try, God gives me wisdom for the next step. You don't have to know everything right now. You need enough wisdom to take the next step. Maybe the old thought is, I'm too weak. Paul tells us what Christ said to him. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is perfected in weakness. 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9. So your new thought becomes, I'm weak, but Christ's grace is enough. That's not pretending you're strong. It's remembering where your strength ultimately comes from.